Hello dear all and welcome at Arthuridic, the first thematic channel in Central Africa. My name is Mr. Ban and today I have a new lesson for you and I think it's going to be okay. So today we're going to talk about reflexive pronouns. Have you ever heard about reflexive pronouns? So it's what we call in French le pronom réfléchi. Avez-vous déjà entendu parler de pronom réfléchi? Ok, c'est ce que nous allons apprendre aujourd'hui. I say that today we are going to learn reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns are words ending by self or selves in plural that we use when the subject and the object of a sentence are the same. So these are words like myself, yourself, himself, and so forth. So this is what you're going to learn today. C'est ce qu'on appelle en français les pronoms réfléchis. C'est par exemple moi-même, toi-même, lui-même, eux-mêmes et ainsi de suite. Et ces pronoms sont utilisés lorsque le sujet et les compléments dans une phrase explicitent la même personne. Par exemple, si je dis je viendrai moi-même. Vous voyez? Moi-même. Comment le dire en anglais? I will come myself. Dans cette phrase, on remarque que le sujet et le complément, soit le mot, le pronom qui est à la fin de cette phrase, cela parle de la même personne. So this is what we are going to learn today. Definition. I say that the reflexive pronouns are words ending in, so this is what you need to memorize, self or selves. Cela veut dire quoi? Ce sont deux mots que vous allez trouver en français qui, déjà à la fin, ça se termine par self ou selves. So, that's we use when the subject, that means le sujet, and the object, qui veut dire le complément, of a sentence are the same. Good. For example, if I say, I will come myself. How to detect that this word is a reflexive pronouns? So this is what you need to know. Comment détecter déjà que ce mot est un pronom réfléchi? I said, it's ending by or in self or self. Déjà, ça se termine avec le mot self. OK? Et dans cette phrase, I will come myself, qui veut dire en français, je viendrai moi-même ou de moi-même, le pronom réfléchi, c'est myself. I can give you another example. I say, for example, Sarah cooks herself. In this sentence, what is the reflexive pronouns? The reflexive pronouns in this sentence is herself. And in French, this means Sarah prépare elle-même. Okay? Yes. So another example that I can give, we can travel ourselves. So, yes, I told you that to know that this word is a reflexive pronoun, that should end by self or selves. So, for example, in this example, we have ourselves. Okay? I say we can travel ourselves. Nous pouvons voyager nous-mêmes. Okay? So, you see that in this sentence, the subject, which is we, and ourselves, it's almost the same person, okay, speaking in this sentence. The example that we have of Sarah cooks herself. Sarah prépare elle-même. Sarah is the one who cooks by herself. Donc, Sarah prépare elle-même. Okay? So, the subject and the object of the sentence are the same. Okay? So, in English, there are 9 reflexive pronouns. En anglais, il y a 9 pronoms réfléchis. Okay, so this is what I was saying, that in English there are 9 reflexive pronouns. En anglais, il y a 9 pronoms réfléchis. So what are the 9 reflexive pronouns? This is what we're going to learn today. Let me draw for you this table as usual. So we have the persons, we have the singular, nous avons le personnage, nous avons le singulier, and we have plural, qui veut dire le pluriel. So, we have the first person. In singular, we have myself. Okay? Myself. Myself means in French, moi-même. Is that okay? Yes. The second person is yourself. Yourself means in French, toi-même. Is that okay? And we have the third person. So, the third person here, ici, à la troisième personne singulier, nous avons himself. Himself means lui-même. Okay? So, we have herself. We have itself. And we have also one's self. Himself in French means lui-même. So we use this for male. On utilise himself pour le genre masculin. Is that okay? So we have herself. Herself means elle-même. We use it for female. Okay? On utilise herself pour le genre féminin, pour dire elle-même. We have itself. Itself is used for animal or objects. On utilise itself pour les objets ou pour des animaux. And we have oneself. Oneself is not mentioned. Quand on utilise oneself en anglais, donc là, ce n'est pas, on n'a pas spécifié, on n'a pas mentionné. OK? Pour dire, par exemple, soi-même. Oneself, soi-même. OK? Itself également means soi-même. So, let's now see the plural of reflexive pronouns. In the first person plural, we have ourselves. Is that okay? Ourselves. Ourselves means in French, nous-mêmes. Okay? If you want to say nous-mêmes in English, you'd better say ourselves. So, yourself in plural is yourselves. So here it was self, but here we have selves in plural. Au singulier, nous avons self, et au pluriel, nous avons selves. Is that okay? That's the way to mark the plural. So, in singular, here we have himself. We have herself, and we have itself, and we have oneself. So the plural of all of that, I can say himself, herself, itself, and oneself, is only themselves. Themselves. Donc le pluriel ici, nous avons qu'un seul pronom qui englobe le pluriel de tout, de himself, de herself, de itself, and oneself. On dira themselves. Yes. So, I can give you some example, okay, to see. I can say, my son, or I can say my child, yes, my child can get home himself. Good example. My child can get home himself. This means mon enfant peut retourner à la maison lui-même. So, how can we put this sentence in plural? Okay? We are going to say, for example, my children. The children is the plural of child. We say one child and children. Okay? Un enfant et deux enfants. When I say my children, this means mes enfants. My children can get home. Okay, so I want you to give me the right reflexive pronouns to put here for himself. What can we put here? Yes? Okay, good answer. So we will say themselves. I think it's okay, right? Yes. My children can get home themselves. Okay? Mes enfants peuvent retourner à la maison eux-mêmes. Okay? So reflexive pronouns is really essential. Okay? If you can know how to use it, you will not have a lot of problems. Okay? It's a grammar lesson that I have prepared for you. So it's really important how to say moi-même, toi-même, lui-même, elle-même, soi-même, nous-mêmes, okay, vous-même, et eux-mêmes. So this is really simple in English, okay? You don't need to kill yourself. Vous n'avez pas besoin de vous tuer ou de vous casser la tête pour apprendre les pronoms réfléchis en anglais. So, itself, okay? For example, I can say, his camera works itself. Good. So in this sentence we have itself. Because I talked about camera, okay? So in French it's like sa caméra travaille de soi-même. Okay? So, because camera is an object, so then we say itself. Okay? We cannot say himself here, because himself is for person of male gender. On ne peut pas utiliser itself dans cet exemple, puisque himself, on utilise ça pour les hommes qui ont le genre masculin. I think it's okay, right? Okay, so I can give you a homework. This is a homework for you. So, translate from French into English. Traduisez de français en anglais. One. I say, elle viendra d'elle-même. Good. Elle viendra d'elle-même. How can you translate this sentence from French into English? So, secondly, I can say, je sais de moi-même comment y arriver. Good. Je sais de moi-même comment. Je sais de moi-même comment y arriver. Je sais de moi-même comment y arriver. So, this is the second. And the last one, I can say, what can I give? I can say, yes, la machine tourne de soi-même. Yes. La machine tourne de soi-même. So I just give you those three examples, okay? If you can translate from French into English. So the second one, this is A, and B. Now translate from English into French, yes. Maintenant, cette fois-ci, vous allez traduire de l'anglais en français. The first, you can say, we did it ourselves. Good. The second, Peter knows that his father will call himself. Good. And the last one, our teachers should correct themselves our work. So, I gave you 3 examples for translate from French into English. So here, vous allez traduire de français en anglais, okay? The first is, elle viendra d'elle-même. The second is, je sais de moi-même comment y arriver. The third is, la machine tourne de soi-même. So, you give these 3 sentences, you try to translate it from French into English. So, the B is, you have to translate from English into French. Vous devez traduire de l'anglais en français. So, I say, we did it ourselves in French. En français, que veut dire cette phrase? Peter knows that his father will call himself. Okay? In French. Our teachers should correct themselves our homework. Okay? So, you can send all those, or you can send your work through this phone number. It's very simple. Yes. Yeah. +2 4 3 8 2 0 0 2 9 1 and 7. So this is my phone number. My name is Mr. Ben. You can send your homework through this phone number on WhatsApp. +243 82 000 29 17. So for our today lesson, we are going to stop by here. And I do believe that you have understood the lesson. So text me on WhatsApp for further detail or explanations. If you didn't understand something, you can contact me through WhatsApp using that phone number. Si vous n'avez pas compris ou si vous avez besoin de plus d'explications, vous pouvez nous contacter via ce numéro où vous allez aussi envoyer votre devoir. So for our today lesson, as I said, we are going to stop by here. So thanks for watching and bye-bye. See you next time.